Hello, fellow wargamers. Welcome to TFG Radio TLDR Battle Reports. If you're like us and can't watch players argue and do math for 3 hours for a game that was decided in the first 40 minutes, then these are the battle reports for you. Here's the stereotypical reminder to hit the like and subscribe button on YouTube and head over to the Patreon page so Adam can not share any of the money with the rest of us. Also, please be sure to visit Gameology Pasadena's website, sign up for their newsletter. Also, don't forget to support Hammerhead Games. Their consignment offerings are great deals. Enjoy your TLDR Battle Report. Today's Battle Report comes with a very special trigger warning. If you get easily triggered by crazy conversions that don't make any sense whatsoever, such as Magnus and Mortarion being used as Bloodthirsters and having been converted as such, this is not the Battle Report for you. So if you're easily triggered by such things, you might want to tune out now because Danny loves to make crazy conversions. So today's battle report has two pretty cool armies coming at you. One is one we've never featured before, despite the fact that Danny is quite the apostle of Khorne. He's racked up many skulls for the Skull Throne and much blood for the Blood God over the years with these armies. He's always kind of been in that wheelhouse of rage. So he's got today for us a Khorne Demon Patrol with 2 Bloodthirsters of Insensate Rage, both exalted, and 10 Bloodletters. Then he's got another Khorne Demon Patrol, Bloodthirster of Insensate Rage again, exalted of course, Bloodthirster of Unfettered Fury, exalted of course, and 10 Bloodletters. Then he has a World Eaters Patrol with a Chaos Lord and Terminator armor. This is the Warlord. You'll see him on the field as Angron, also with a Demon Sword and the +1 to charge aura. 11 Chaos Space Marines with Bolters, and then 20 Chaos Space Marines with Chainsword and Pistol. To top it all off, he has 10 Terminators with double lightning claws, and they are the Red Butchers. Tom's coming at us again with some more Ultramarine goodness, featuring Guilliman again, of course. He's got a battalion of Ultramarines, and in the battalion, he has a Primaris Chaplain, a Primaris Tech Marine. He has 2 squads of Assault Intercessors, 1 Infiltrator squad. For elites, he has a Blade Guard Veteran squad with 5 Blade Guard Veterans in it, a Primaris Apothecary. He has 2 Relic Contemptor Dreadnoughts with double las cannons and Cyclone missile launchers. He also has 2 squads of Vitric Honor Guard. And for heavy support, he has an Eradicator squad with 4 Eradicators in the Sergeant for a total of 5. And then to top it all off, he of course has that Supreme Command Detachment with Roboute Guilliman, or however you say Robote's name, himself. Before we get right in on the action, I wanted to jump in real quick and explain that when this game was being played, I was very excited to see just what 4 Exalted Bloodthirsters would be able to do on the tabletop. Danny has the habit of coming up with these crazy lists with big monsters in them, and I really was interested to see, could 4 Exalted Bloodthirsters really work? Also a little surprising that you can take 4 Exalted Bloodthirsters in a list, but you indeed can.
Here we are, everyone, at the end of deployment phase. We've got Danny's Khorne army, Khorne Demons and World Eaters, and we've got Tom's army, Ultramarines. You can see the G-Man is right there. And yeah, so I've got 3 D-Thirsters and a Thirster of Unfettered Fury. We'll see how that works out. And yeah, we're just about to do a roll for first, so we get a dice here. We're kind of trying to aim it over at those crates right there. I got a 6, mother. Yeah, so Khorne, Blood for the Blood God. Here we go. We'll see how it goes. I don't like my secondary, so we'll see. All right, here we are at the end of top of 1. So basically all I did was run forward. I did use a strat to bring up my big squad of melee armed World Eaters to make sure I got well on that middle, and I'm going to deploy Scramblers on them, so they're good. And yeah, all my Bloodthirsters just ran forward for the most part, and the only one that really matters is him, because he's got Why We Fight We Stand, so kind of keeping him out of the main scrum for right now. And yeah, we'll see how badly Tommy hurts me in shooting. All right, so a very quick, uneventful top of 1 for me. All right, we have the end of turn 1, and you can see G-Man came right out into the center. I have no gun, so he doesn't have to be afraid. He did eat the Bloodthirster. That took a lot of shooting. All my Bloodthirsters are exalted, and I choose that they can only lose 8 per phase, so they can't get gunned down. But G-Man easily picked one up. I did interrupt on him and hurt G-Man, but could not bring him down. If we slowly move over here, you can see that my squad that was there got eaten by Blade Guard. My other Bloodthirster, my only Bloodthirster of Unfettered Fury is down to 8, so he's tiered and a little bit less effective. But yeah, Tom scores 3 points for Assassinate and 3 points for Oath of Moment this turn, so he's already kind of, on the secondaries, he's jumped way ahead. He also deployed Scramblers in the mid, so we both have mid Scramblers, and it'll be the fight to get the... to really get the backfield one, which probably isn't going to happen for me this turn. So we'll see if my counterpunch actually does anything. If not, this is going to be a short game. All right, so you can see over here my big squad who needs to start doing some work. All right, guys, so here we are at the end of top of 2. I managed to kill Guilliman. Of course, he gets up with 5 wounds. But I killed Guilliman with... my squad here of Chainsword CSM, just through sheer weight of attacks, Veterans of the Long War, and proccing the Death to the False Emperor on 5+, just sheer weight of attacks, so I managed to drop him. Over here, my Red Butchers dropped in, supported by the captain over there, just massacred the Blade Guard, so now I've got this, and... moving slightly over here, one of my Bloodthirsters just eats all 5 Eradicators pretty easily. This Bloodthirster here did some damage to a Dreadnought, but not enough. And so now Tom is kind of repositioning and trying to do some damage while he can. But I did score 15 primary on my turn 2. So while I'm down in the secondaries, I'm up in the primary. So we'll see how it goes on Tom's counterattack to my counterattack. We'll see. All right, so at the end of Tommy's turn 2, he scored 5 primary, but he did manage to murder all of my Red Butchers between the Vitrix Guard, and really it was mostly Guilliman going fucking ham and doing 11 mortal wounds. It was insane. A little bit of Salty John ASMR there for you. And yeah, so I just lost one of my big threats here. I still got my Chaos Lord, who's going to try and maybe get cute. We'll see. I did lose the Bloodthirster over here between shooting. He fell back and just kind of annihilated him. I still have 2 D-Thirsters on the table, though, and I've got my big unit of CSM. So we'll see if I can start clawing some points out of here. Tom did bring in some reserves here. They're not really doing anything. They failed their charges, so we'll see. I don't know. We'll see. All right, at the end of top of 3, so my Warlord yeeted against the Guilliman and left him on 1 and then died unceremoniously. I did finally kill a Dreadnought, hurt the other one. If you look there, my big squad is running like hell, trying to get me to deploy Scramblers, and also while we stand, we fight. And then finally, not to move too much, my Bloodletters managed to kill 4 Assault Marines, but are probably gonna get eaten next turn. So I'm up big on primary, but I'm not doing well on secondary, so I think Tom's gonna pull away at this point, but we'll see. All right, at the here we are at the bottom of turn 3. So Tom scored 0 primary actually this turn because he moved off objectives. But Guilliman came in, ate another Bloodthirster. He did try to get cute, and my last surviving Bloodthirster managed to kill a character, which was nice. So that got me 3 assassinate, but he is almost maxed his assassinate at 12. So yeah, I'm kind of kicking ass on the primary, but getting my ass kicked on secondaries. We'll see how it goes. Just to move real quickly, you can see that the Bloodletters are dead, and now he controls one of my objectives. So I don't know how I'm going to do. I'm going to have to just basically not be a World Eater right now to survive. All right, here at the bottom of at the top of turn 4, I basically did exactly what Khorne would say I shouldn't do, and I ran. My squad over there managed to get me my last deploy Scrambler, so I get 10 points for that. And then my, who is marked for Why We Stand, We Fight, my Bloodthirster ran away, trying to hide behind that building and eventually go get my backfield back for me. And yeah, that's it. So I did finally score 10 points though on deploy Scrambler, so that's something. All right. All right, so Guilliman has died finally after he heroically charged into my big blob of boys. Only killed 7, and they just sheer weight of numbers killed him because he only had 1 wound left. But more importantly, over here, my Bloodthirster, between shooting and being assaulted, died to the wound, even with a CP reroll, which hurt me personally. So they're gone. And Tom's actually inching up real quick on the primary now. He just scored 15 in this round. So in terms of primary, it's actually 35 to 20, but he's about to score 15 again in his turn 5. So I think Tom's going to walk away with it, but I got to do a little bit of razzle-dazzle here to try and walk away. All right, here it is at the end of the game. Yeah, what happened was, so at the end of the game, this is both turn 5, both top and bottom together, is, I was almost tabled. I actually have hiding way over there is just some bloodletters holding me an objective. It's just cleanup phase. I managed to score 3 more points by killing off the chaplain, but that's it. And then those guys died unceremoniously. Tom, at the end of his round 5, is going to score 15 points on the primary, giving him basically easily the game. So if we look at the kind of final tally, I have 40 primary to 35 primary on Tom. Tom's, again, you can see that last turn, round 4, round 5, really paid off dividends there. And I petered off. I only got 9 on Assassinate, 10 for Deploy Scramblers, 0 for Why We Stand We Fight because I lost all my big units. So I get 69 with Painting. Tom's walking away with a healthy 83 from Painting. Good solid victory for Ultramarines, good solid victory for Guilliman. It was a fun game, it was back and forth. Tom definitely felt like rage quitting at one point, and I convinced him to play. And here we are. He didn't want to repeat of the Grey Knight incident with the Guillimarines. So, this is what perseverance gives you. Grit, people, grit. And so, Tommy walks away with it. Great game, fun time, and hope you all enjoyed.
I hope you enjoyed this latest installment of TFG Radio's TLDR Battle Reports. Stay tuned and subbed for notifications of more great short-form battle reports. And thank you to these Patreon subscribers.